But the reason why I ain't going outside today, and I ain't gonna do no work today, I ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing today, but watch the windows. Carcino, shout out to you. I was wondering who was protecting you, punk. Charlemagne. So allegedly, you're being protected by a woman named Angela Rye. And I said I was gonna find out, and I knew it couldn't have been no goddamn man behind you when you throwing bunkies at people and shit. So I just had to assume. I was assuming that it was a black woman behind you, because you know you talk that pro-black shit while you victimize allegedly, you know, while you allegedly get, you know, you be around 15-year-olds allegedly, you know. So as Carcino was talking about this lady, Angela Rye, oh man, I'm getting ready to cook. And then I saw a picture of Angela Rye, and I'm like, oh Lord, can we talk about Angela, baby? God damn. Why you protecting that nigga? Can I DM you or something? God damn. Angela Rye, you a flying crazy motherfucker. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, I saw that picture of you on the beach. Jesus Christ. Angela Rye. Shorty a little baddie. Boy, Lord, Angela. But I'm still gonna have to get on your ass. But I'm scared of you, because Carcino said 3 times that you were dangerous. So all that means is you got some men behind you. But I'd never be scared of a pretty, sexy, soft, sweet little thing that look like you. But some of y'all could be venomous. Are you venomous, Miss Ryan? Miss Ryan, you are a black woman attorney. Now, when everybody else get allegations, right? Everybody get the hell away from the person that they get allegations ran on. Are you friends with Charlemagne the God, allegedly? Are you, ma'am? I'm asking. I don't know. And then as I began to look at your pictures, Miss Ryan, then as I began to see who you connected to, Miss Ryan, and this is all starting to make some scary sense. So I'm not going outside today. I spoke in one of my videos about a woman wanting me to go on their talk show and talk about how good it was to be in a single parent household. And it always confused me why my answer wasn't good enough or why I wouldn't do it. And then they told me the person that it was that was requesting that of me. And then they gave me a chilling warning. This is not the type of person that you can say no to. Being me, being Geechee. I said, what? Well, this is going to be the first time she hear no. Because I helped my mama's cooking. My mama gave me wisdom. My mama gave me what she can give me. But my mama was smart enough to take me around men. I had mentors. I had programs where men helped raise me. Did any one of you listen to anything I said before you attacked me? I said it was a grown man driving me to work. And he didn't let me make no excuses. He made me give him gas money for taking him to work, for taking me back and forth to work. He taught me what life is about. Him, along with a lot of other men that pitched in to help out from an honest, decent perspective. So no, I couldn't go on a show and say that just because I was raised with a single mother And I wasn't raised as a single mother the first part of my life. My mother tried to do it right. She got married. It wasn't her fault that my father decided to do what he did. She had to face the consequences of his decisions. And no, I didn't feel the need to bash and tear him down for that. My father, no, because my mother didn't do that. I told you, she didn't even tell me what he did. So, as I began to dig into the pictures and the bio of Miss Angela's sexy ride, Lord. Why we gotta beef? Damn. But anyway, as I began to look in your past, it became very scary that a lady that you connected to is the very same lady that wanted me to go on her show way back when to pump single motherhood. See, all of my brothers were interviewed in prison. They was going to the prisons to trying to interview them so they can pump the single motherhood. They went to the prison to go meet my daddy to have him talk about me. But I was the last missing link. They even interviewed one of my brothers that don't get along with me, and he made a comment in the newspaper after I went to jail for speeding because I was underage and I was speeding. And then when the story came out, somehow I was on a motorcycle and all this other shit. No, I was in that 600 Mercedes I was telling you niggas about. So, being young and dumb, I raced, my bad. Sorry. But, everything I did, it was so overblown. But one of my brothers, they interviewed him and he said, oh, he made the family look bad and this and that. And I said, damn, never said nothing about that. But this lady that allegedly, because you a bad motherfucker, and that's why I ain't going outside today. But it makes sense about you, man. It makes sense about you, how you treat the man that you date. Allegedly, when I was with the Wizards, allegedly, Oprah Winfrey sent a request for me to come to her show, allegedly. Maybe she didn't send the person. Maybe that person was just speaking out the side of their neck. But maybe that person is not. But allegedly, a person came up to me that was connected to Oprah Winfrey, and she was requesting an interview and wanted me to speak on single motherhood and talk about my violent daddy. And I allegedly said no. I'm not going outside today. I might not go outside for a few days. This is getting spooky. So, if it ain't no go along, get along gang, a lot of these people that seem to be coming at me seem to always come back in full circle to the same people that was fucking with me 20 years ago. And it always be you fine, motherfuckers. God damn, Angela, right? What we got to speak? Damn it. You got to get mama's cooking, Angela. I wish I could have showed you another side of me. Oh, hey, check this out. Let me lower my chair down real quick. Let me lean back, because I got to get very comfortable, because I ain't going outside today. And I might not go outside for a few days. Alleged. Somebody came in there and asked me that. There are a lot of things going on that don't make a lot of sense. But now, it wasn't making a lot of sense when it was happening. You know, I ran into a guy, WW. He somehow got in my space. Turned down that alleged interview request. And I said, no, I wasn't going to allegedly disrespect my father and disrespect my mother because she didn't ask me to do that. And I listened to my mama's cooking. My mama was always smiling, always peaceful. She didn't want no smoke. So I allegedly turned down an interview, and then after that alleged turned down interview, almost every interview and everything said about Mr. Kwame Brown, the #1 draft pick, out of the slums and out of the hood, almost everything said about him was negative. It ain't nothing good about a #1 draft pick that came right out of high school. Nothing good. I've been going back and looking at interviews. I haven't seen nothing good said about me on the internet in 20 years. Instead of making my story look like a story of strength, they just talk about how poor he was and he needed the money. And so all the poor boys that need the money can go do what I did.